to my channel. My name is Shadi, and this is my alternative ego. I hope you like, and if you do want to check me out like this, there's a specific channel, YouTube channel, which is called Sherry Giuliano. You can check the link inside the video description box. And today, before we continue, I'm going to talk about aging and comparison, looking from God view, from far, how you spent your life. Because the thing is that at young age a person looks different, at old age a person looks different, obviously. But between your young age and your middle age and your old age, how did you spend your life to reach your old age? Are you happy as a person, or are you sad as a person, or just neutral? See, that's what we're going to talk about today. And I'm going to compare some famous Hollywood actresses who were very pretty, very beautiful, and we're going to compare them with their current age, which is 70, 80, 60, 90 years old. So, shall we begin? So, the first example to look is, now if you see Jane Fonda, she was very popular, she was very successful actress. And if you look at her young picture and if you look at her current picture, I think she is overall pretty looking fine. And if we were to compare how she lived her life and how she's living her life now, I would give her a pass in overall satisfaction of her life in her old age. Monica Bellucci, if you look at her, she's very beautiful. And if you look at her current age, she still looks very beautiful at 60. And then I would give her a pass. Again, I'm going very fast. So, see, it's about skincare. You look at your skin, you look at your overall well-being, you look at your overall state of life, where you were when you were at young age, where you are when you are at old age. Are you happy as a person? That's what I'm trying to get at. This video is focusing on the basic God view of every one of us who's given this opportunity, wonderful opportunity to live on earth. And how you did in your life. You see? Did you do good? Did you do bad? Did you just do nothing? So it shows in your face in your old age. That's what I'm getting at. But you know, it's a discussion topic. So the topic is between comparison of old age versus maintaining your age and your life condition. So things like, you have to look after your skincare, you have to look at your wrinkles, you have to look at your overall state of mind, and that is what the point I'm trying to make. How happy were you in your young age? How happy are you in your current age? And how happy will you be in your old age? That's the point I'm trying to make. Because these are the endless cycles of human beings, of aging. The moment we are born, we are growing old. And this is the conditions of humans. And if you look at our lives on earth, we are very, very small lives we have. Because, I mean, I can reference a science fiction movie, or I can reference a planet from another universe, from another galaxy. People there are 900 years old, 1,500 years old, 800 years old, 600 years old. But we humans, we're only 60, 90, 100 at the most, if you're lucky. You see? So our lives are very small compared to other aliens living outer space. Their lives are very big, 1,500, 900, 1,100 years. That's what we're getting at. And the focus of my channel, personally, I want to live 150 years. And that's my goal, to live 150 years. And if you see the recent example of Mr. Mahathir Mohamad of Malaysia Prime Minister, he just turned 100 last month, and he still looks strong and fit, and he talks same as he was a Prime Minister 10 years ago. So which is quite a remarkable achievement. Some people on earth are living longer because they're eating right, their lifestyle is excellent, and they're doing well. So this is the focus why I'm making this video. So let's begin, shall we? And the idea is to bring quality in our lives. That's the goal. So the next model is Demi Moore. And if you look at Demi Moore, she was very beautiful, you know. And if you look at her now, she's like 62. She still looks pretty beautiful because she has that same, visual face, you know, very photogenic. And the thing is, and she's still in a happy state of mind. So I will give her a pass. And the next is Brigitte Bardot. Now if you look at Brigitte, when she was young, obviously she was very gorgeous. And if you look at her now, she's at age 90. So she's got wrinkles, but it's also, look at her age, she's 90 years old. And I do not see her miserable. I will give her a pass. So what that means in my vlog, that she's doing well in her life, she did well overall in her life, and she's still in her old age very, very satisfied and happy. Next example, Sophia Loren. Okay, here we are, people. Sophia Loren is a very famous, is one of the most beautiful actresses in the world. But she's from like 1970s generation. So if you ask somebody from today, nobody knows her. So Sophia Loren was one of the most photogenic people on earth. And if you look at her now, she's 90 years old, but she looks hopelessly miserable. But that doesn't mean she is bad. She was very successful. She was very, very, very popular. She was one of the most popular women on earth after World War II. But if you look at her now at 90 years old, she doesn't look good. But that does not mean she's miserable. It's just a age factor. You know, when you grow old, you get wrinkles. Look at her 90-year-old mugshot. So yeah, I would say she's a pass because of age is just a natural factor. So that's not, she doesn't look miserably unhappy. She looks happy. And yeah, when you grow 90 years old, you will get wrinkles. And this is one of the most beautiful women on earth. If you ask anybody post World War II generation. So let's go on to the next model. Julie Andrews. Okay, Julie Andrews was very successful. There was a movie called Mary Poppins, and that was the most famous movie that she made. And she awoken the children, and everybody was like talking about her. And after that, she came in some few movies, and she wasn't like very successful. But if you look at her now, and the old, at 89, she doesn't look. Yeah, she's putting up a smile, but I would fail her. I think she's not very happy, so I would definitely fail her. But yeah, she was successful in her life, but at the age of 89, she didn't get many movie roles, and she didn't become more successful as an actress. So therefore, you can see she gained weight, and her haircut is also short. So I would definitely fail her. But she could be happy inside. We don't know. And the next is Faye Dunaway. Okay, I've never heard of her, but like, she's very beautiful when she was young. So if you take a look at her life, and if you compare her, she's 84 years old. So if you look at her 84-year-old profile picture, I think she looks miserable. She's not really happy. She's very miserable, and it shows in her face. She's become not only wrinkles, her face has distorted, her bone structure has changed. So it could be due to a number of factors. So I would definitely fail her. Maybe she didn't do well after one or two movies. So this profile is failing. Next, Diane Keaton. Okay, Diane Keaton is very popular and she was very successful and she came in many movies. But if you look at her at 79 years old profile picture, she's doing well. I mean, she has a hat on, her hair is looking gorgeous, she's smiling, you know, I don't see wrinkles. Maybe she's got a few wrinkles at, you know, in her cheek, but overall as a person, I think she was very successful in her life, and even in old age, if she looks back at her life, even in old age, she's a very happy person. So that's what I'm getting at. She is definitely a pass. And she's wearing a hat. I love that. And the next person is Halle Berry. Okay, I wouldn't consider Halle Berry as a candidate because she's still under the age of 60. So she's 58 years old and she came in many movies. She's very popular, she's very successful, and she is one of those ethnic minorities, and she's the first African actress to hit mega stardom in Hollywood. So she is super happy. And now if you look at her 58 years old picture, and she looks fabulous, perfect. And you know, Halle Berry is just one of my favorite fans because she just a stereotypical actress who just has classic roles, and she does these Mission Impossible roles, and she's an amazing personality. And the next person is Suzanne Sarandon. Now, if you look at her, she is very beautiful at young age, and if you look at her old age at 78, I think she is looking pretty decently, almost equal to her young age. Yeah, she's gained the weight on her face, but her basic face has remained the same. And I think if she looks back at her life, she's still a very happy person. So I would definitely give her a pass as well. Let's move on to the next profile. Michelle Pfeiffer. Michelle Pfeiffer is one of those exotic Hollywood actresses who came in special roles and very controversial political movies, and she was one of the most beautiful women to play double agent roles. I remember this. And if you look at her, the young picture, and if you look at her at 67, she still looks pretty gorgeous. And yeah, so the picture tells everything. She's still very happy. She looks back at her life. She's still doing very well at her old age, although she hasn't reached 80 years old. But yeah, she's doing amazing. So she's definitely a pass. Next profile. Kim Basinger. Kim Basinger was very popular, and she came in few movies, and she was very good looking and pretty. And the thing is that her career didn't really take off that much, but she did hit a lot of movies that brought her to stardom. But if you look at her picture at 71 years old, she looks like miserable. Like really, her face is totally distorted and she doesn't look like anything. So I would like, if she probably did well in her young life, and if she looks at her old age, she's probably like, it's just an age factor, I would say. Again, she could be really happy inside, but it's just due to aging and natural skin deteriorating. So I would give her a pass, but I think she's miserable, I would say that. So she's between pass and failure. So she's on the borderline, I would say. That's her godlike end of the moral of the story. Next actress, Sharon Stone. Now we all know Sharon Stone came in Basic Instinct with Michael Douglas, and that was the movie that just rocked the world. So she is super gorgeous. She's super beautiful. And if you look at her at age 67, I don't think she's miserable. We know for a fact that Sharon Stone went into some bankruptcy situations with her money, but she still came out on top. And if you look at her still, she's still smiling and she's still happy. So I would definitely give her a pass. And she still has another 13 years before hitting the age of 80 years old. Sharon Stone is like one of my role models. Next actress, Cybill Shepherd. Now, who knows Cybill Shepherd? She's the famous lead female role actress from Moonlightning with Bruce Willis. I grew up watching Bruce Willis and Cybill Shepherd because they made a good pair at the office, and they talked about relationships between males and females at office culture. And she was very beautiful. And if you look at her at the age of 75, and if you compare her profile, I think she looks amazingly still gorgeous, and she's still looking amazingly good. She doesn't have those face distortion or different bone structure. So I think if she looks back at her life, she did well, she continued to do well, and she is at old age at 75 and she's still looking good. So I think she's a definite pass. Let's look at the next actress. Lynn Whitfield. Okay, now if you look at her, Lynn Whitfield, she was very petite structure, she was very slim, and she was very gorgeous. She had a very nice, beautiful face, and I don't know about her financial and her successes, but I can say for a fact that if you look at her old age picture, she's very happy. She's wearing a hat. She's gained a little weight, that's not the point, but she's still happy, and that's the main thing. And yeah, she's put on some weight, I would say. That's about it. And she, at age 72, she's looking really gorgeous, and she's very happy. So I would also give her a pass for sure. Let's look at the next actress. Okay, here we go. This is a good example. Victoria Principal. I've never heard of her, but the thing is, like, if you look at her young picture, she looks really gorgeous. And then, here we go. Look at her age 75. Her total face has been distorted. Her smile and her the teeth structure has completely widened. So I do not think she's very happy. She's trying to put a happy face, and yeah, so she could be pretty popular, but I do not see her happy in her old age because all her bone structure has changed. So she's definitely a fail. Let's take a look at the next actress. Salma Hayek. Okay, I'm not going to talk about Salma Hayek. I think I'm just going to pass because she's only 58 years old and she still looks gorgeous. So I'm just going to show you the both pictures. She's not even considered a candidate for my video topic. Next actress, Brooke Shields. Wow, oh my god. Yeah, Brooke Shields was one of the most beautiful actresses of 1980s onwards. And then she had her daughter, who exactly is a Xerox copy of Brooke Shields. But if you look at Brooke Shields at age 60, okay, she's smiling, but if you look at her cheeks from here, she's got wrinkles here. And this is only age 60, wonderful people of the internet. Just wait till she goes to 70 and then 80. She's gonna get worse. So I'm definitely, she's a pass right now. But we still have another 20 years to go for her, and she's definitely gonna get wrinkles. But that again doesn't constitute the fact that she's just aging. It's an age factor. It's nothing to do with, as a human being, she's very happy and successful. And her daughter looks just like her. So yeah, so she's definitely passed. But you can see where the age factor comes in. and then people start to feel miserable. Next actress, Vivica Fox at age 60. Okay, she looks very beautiful at the young age, but if you look at her older shot at only age 60, she's not very happy. She's put on some weight, so I mean she probably wasn't successful, but I do think she's not very happy with her looks at age 60, so she's definitely a fail. So yeah, and this is just how it is with, you know, if you're portrayed beautiful at a young age, but then you drop down your beauty attributes, then you drop down your happy factor as well. It's very common. So next, let's look at the next profile. It is Courteney Cox. Now, who doesn't know Courteney Cox? She's Monica from Friends. And if you look at her, she was very beautiful when she was young, and at age 61, she still looks good. And I think she still looks awesome, and she's smiling. She hasn't put on any weight. Yeah, she's got, I think, a few dimples here, which she didn't have before, but I think she's very happy as a person. And but again, Courteney Cox is not a good candidate because she still hasn't reached age 80. But for a 61, she's doing well. So yeah, I would pass her, but let's see for another 19 years what happens. Next, actress Claudia Cardano. Now, if you look at her age, young age, she looks really gorgeous, amazing. But then she's a perfect candidate for my video, which is age 87. She's almost like 3 years away from 90 years old. So if you look at her, she's got, look at her hands. She's got wrinkles on her hands. Then her face looks pretty decent, and she doesn't have any wrinkles on her face for age 87. She's really looking fabulous, to be honest. And but yeah, her hands give it away. So I would say she's done a lot of plastic surgery. So that's why she's looking gorgeous. But I would definitely, she's very conscious of her beauty, and she's done some major surgery to look, because she doesn't have any wrinkles. Straight up, if you look at her face, 87 years old is quite old, and she's looking fabulous. So I would definitely pass her for all the money she spent on herself. Next, actress, shall we take a look? Angie Dickinson. Okay, Angie Dickinson. This is a perfect example for my vlog. And if you look at her young picture, she's fabulous and gorgeous. But then, if you look at her age 93, oh my God, she looks miserably unhappy. Like that sarcastic smile. Maybe it was a bad picture. I mean, she doesn't look good. She's got like all those wrinkles everywhere. And it could be just an age factor. Maybe she's still happy, and she's got like a lot of weight put on. You know, she's wearing these extra, you know, covering all her like overcoat and covering her neck. So yeah, she could be like pretty miserable. So I will definitely fail her. But then again, she's 93 years old. So this happens with human beings. You get the age deterioration effect. So yeah, she looks sarcastic smile, but that could be just a photograph. But she looks miserable deep inside. That's what I would say. Alright, the next actress is Sheryl Finn. If you look at her, she was very beautiful at a young age, and if you look at her just at age 60, oh my God, she's really aged, and she's got like, she's covering, you know, she doesn't look that great, and she's got gray hair, so it's very, she didn't do well. Like, she's aging really fast. So by the age she's 70 years old, she's going to get more wrinkles on her face, and we have yet to see her at age 70. If this is her state of condition at age 60, then you can see where she's heading. So she's definitely a fail. So let's look at the next profile. Okay, Lynda Carter. She was very beautiful, and if you could see her at the age 74, she's definitely aged, but her facial wrinkles are non-existent. So yeah, but she's done a lot of
facial surgery. You can see that she spent a lot of money on her looks. So yeah, I would definitely pass her, and she looks very happy, and she's very conscious of her figure. So, but yeah, you know, money buys you happiness. Just saying. Let's look at the next profile. Teri Hatcher. Who doesn't know Teri Hatcher? She was very popular, and if you look at her age 60, she still looks gorgeous, and she's very happy. So again, I cannot make a comparison for the topic of the day because we need another 20 years to see her how she looks when she's 80 years old. So yeah, she's a pass at age 60. Let's give her another 20 years and compare where she is at. Next actress. And the next actress is Lucy Liu. If you look at her, when she was young, she was really gorgeous and everything. And if you look at her age 56, she's really deteriorated. Her bone structure has changed totally. So I mean, this is only at age 56. So if you give her another 14 years till she reaches age, whether 56, 60, yeah, another 24 years. At age 80, she's going to look totally different. So she's not very happy with her beauty looks, I would say. Next. And the next actress is Famke Janssen. If you look at her, she's very beautiful when she was young, but just at age 60, you can see the contrast. Her bone structure has changed. She looks miserable, and she doesn't look anything like what she used to when she was young. So if we give her another 15 years, so if she's right now 60 years old, so if you give her another 70, at the age of 75, she's going to be super miserable. So she's a definite fail. Well, I hope you've learned a thing or two about what I'm discussing and how well you do in life. I'm sure there are many more examples, and you can see for yourself. And how you age is very important, and how you maintain your life is very important. How you look after yourself is very important. And today we have to look after ourselves. And the goal of my vlog is to live as long as possible, because we only have one life to live, and to bring quality in our daily lives. So that is why looking good, eating well, feeling good, there is saying, health is wealth. So I hope you have learned a thing or two, and I'm going to put the video's description box so you can see all these actresses, because it tells you a lot about life in general and how they did in their life. You can compare them to someone you know, yourself, someone else, some relative, and take it from there. Well, I hope you enjoyed my vlog today, and stay tuned, and do check out my Sherry Juliana channel, and happy trails until we meet again, and keep smiling until then. Bye!